See, yesterday what we had done is that we know in the story, in the play of Pygmalion, that the conversation is going on between mother and daughter. The son has gone to get a taxi, he's not able to get a taxi, and we come to know about this conversation that happens with the flower girl also, right? Where we come to know that in olden times, people used to judge you, people used to judge your class, people used to judge whether you are poor or rich according to the clothes you wore, according to the kind of hairstyle you had, and everything else. Okay, so that is how people used to judge others, and through the attire of that girl, through the dressing style of that girl, we come to know that the flower girl belongs to a very poor family. There is a conversation that happens between the mother and the flower girl, where the mother is asking the flower girl, how do you know my son's name? So she says, I have just guessed it, I don't know your son's full name. Through the dialogues that are used in the play, we come to know that this girl is not educated, she does not have good command over English, and that is why she's speaking in broken English, or she's speaking in a broken language. Okay, and the society at that point of time was such that talking, a high class person would never talk to a person who belonged to a lower class. That was the kind of society that was there. Like how caste system was there in India, class system was there in Europe, okay, and in abroad, wherein rich were looked upon and poor people were always looked down. Okay, so this is the scene, and next we come to know there is a gentleman who is basically, from the clothing style we come to know he's a military officer, or maybe he's serving in military, and he's standing over there taking shelter, saving himself from the rain. And at that point of time, the flower girl is trying to sell her flowers to that gentleman. Okay, so this was the conversation that had happened yesterday, and this is the portion we had covered till yesterday. So now we will move on to the further. I'm afraid not. It started worse than every about 2 minutes ago. Oh dear. Would you like to buy a flower of a poor girl? I'm sorry, I don't have any change. I can give you change. For a sovereign, I have nothing less. Gran, oh do buy flowers from me, Captain. I can change half a crown. Take this twopence. Now don't be troublesome. There is a good girl. I really haven't any change. Stop your 3 halfpence, and if there is any use to you. The flower girl. Thank you, sir. The bystander. Be careful. You be careful. Give him a flower for it. There is a bloke here behind taking down every blessed word you are saying. So what happens is that the flower girl is convincing the gentleman to take the flower. The military man or the gentleman says that I don't have enough money to buy flowers from you. I am not carrying enough money with me to buy flowers from you. And nevertheless, the gentleman says ki I'll give you money, don't give me flower, it is okay. So he gives money to the poor girl, to the flower girl, and she's kind of little disappointed because she wanted to really sell off a flower. There is another person, or a random person standing over there, who tells the flower girl that you better give one flower to that gentleman because he has given you some money. The reason why you should give the flower to the gentleman is because there is another man standing over there trying to take notes of everything you are doing. So there is a person who is acting like a jasoos, a person who is acting like a detective, who is sitting behind and he is taking down the notes of everything you are doing. He is observing you. So you better give the flower to the gentleman, otherwise this detective sort of a person is going to misunderstand things and he is going to take everything in a wrong way. So હવે શું થાય છે કે જે ફ્લાવર ગર્લ જે છે એ ઓલા જેન્ટલમેનને કહે છે કે પ્લીઝ તમે મારી આગળથી ફ્લાવર લઈ લો, આઈ એમ વેરી પુઅર, પ્લીઝ buy it. So the gentleman says ki look, I don't have enough money with me, I don't have enough cash with me, I can't buy flowers from you. So the gentleman says ki okay, I'll give you thoda money, you don't give me flower. So she's kind of little disappointed because she really wanted to sell off her flowers. Now what happens is that there is one random man who is standing over there who tells this જે આ ગર્લને કહે છે કે ભાઈ તું છે ને એને ફ્લાવર આપી દે એ જેન્ટલમેનને, બિકોઝ વાહે કોઈક ડિટેક્ટિવ ટાઈપનો પર્સન બેઠો છે અને એ તું જે બી એક્ટિવિટી કરો છો કે તું જે બી કોન્વર્ઝેશન કોઈ બી સાથે કરો છો એ બધી વસ્તુ પોતાની નોટબુકમાં એ લખતો જાય છે. ઓકે, સો પ્લીઝ યુ બી કેરફુલ અબાઉટ વોટ યુ આર ડુઈંગ. The flower girl. I ain't done nothing wrong by speaking to the gentleman. I have the right to sell flowers if I keep off the curb. I am a respectable girl, so help me. I've never spoke to him except to ask him to buy flower off me. General Hubbub, mostly sympathetic to the flower girl but depreciating her excessive sensibility, cries of don't start a hollering. Who is hurting you? Nobody is going to touch you. What's the good of fussing? Steady on, easy, etc. Come from elderly straight spectators who pat her comfortably. Less patient ones bid her shut her head or ask her roughly what is wrong with her. A remoter group, not knowing what the matter is, crowd in and increases the noise with the question and answer. What's the row? What did she do? Where is he? A tech taking her down. What him? Yes, him over there. Took money off the gentleman, etc. The flower girl distorted and the mob breaks through them to the gentleman, crying mildly. Oh sir, don't let him charge me. You don't know what it means to me. They will take away my character and drive me to the streets for speaking to a gentleman. So now what happens, this flower girl becomes very, very conscious. So this flower girl says, I have not done anything wrong. I am a very respectable girl. I have the right to sell the flowers because I want to earn money to eat food. So I have every right on my hand to sell flowers to whoever I want to sell the flowers to. Plus, I only spoke to the gentleman to sell the flowers. I did not speak to the gentleman. I did not flirt with the gentleman. Okay? Or neither did I ask a gentleman for any type of favor. So I am a very respectable girl in the society. Don't try to ruin my character like that. Okay? By saying that, I'm trying to flirt with the gentleman, whatever. So don't try to ruin my character. Don't try to ruin the kind of person I am. And while she's speaking all this, she's speaking very loudly. She starts crying, and slowly, there is a huge crowd that starts surrounding her. This huge crowd, now what happens is that this is the common scene that you have always seen, okay? Even on the streets. If you go walk on the roads of the Bhavnagar, if there is an accident that has happened, everybody is going to crowd around. If there are two people fighting on the road, the crowd is going to come to see what has happened. So same thing happens over here. There is a huge crowd that surrounds the girl. She's crying over there saying, I did not do anything wrong. I have not done anything wrong. I am a very respectable girl. Don't spoil my character. So she's talking all this very loudly and she's crying also at this point of time, and the whole crowd is over there. Some people feel bad for the flower girl and they say, poor girl, she's trying to sell her flowers. What is this people trying to put down her character and all? There are some people who are asking each other what is wrong, what is happening. Okay, some people are asking very rudely to the flower girl, what is wrong with you, why are you crying? Some people are sympathetic towards her. Sympathetic means એની ઉપર દયા આવે છે, અને અમુક લોકો એની હારે બહુ rudely behave કરે છે. At this point of time, this girl breaks from the crowd and she goes to that gentleman, that military gentleman, and she's asking that gentleman, do not let them spoil my character, do not let them spoil the person who I am. I have not done anything wrong, please tell everyone. Okay, so this is what the flower girl is trying to tell the gentleman. So હવે શું થાય છે કે ફ્લાવર ગર્લ જે છે ને એ બહુ જોશથી રોવા માંડે છે, અને એ જોશથી એમ કહે છે કે મેં કાંઈ ખોટું નથી કર્યું, હું મારું ચરિત્ર ખરાબ નથી, અને હું આવી ગર્લ નથી, મેં એ મિલિટરી ઓફિસર હારે કોઈ ફ્લર્ટ નથી કર્યું, અને મારું કેરેક્ટર જાણી જોઈને લોકો ખરાબ કરે છે, વોટ એવર. સો આખો ક્રાઉડ જે છે રસ્તા ઉપર એ બધા આજુબાજુ ભેગા થઈ જાય છે અને એને પૂછે છે કે શું થયું તારી હારે. અમુક જણા એનેથી હમદર્દી દેખાડે છે, અમુક જણા એનેથી બહુ રૂડલી બિહેવ કરે છે. અને આ પોઈન્ટ ઓફ ટાઈમ પર એ ફ્લાવર ગર્લ જે છે એ ક્રાઉડમાંથી છૂટીને મિલિટરી ઓફિસરને કહે છે કે ભાઈ તું મને બધાને કહે કે મેં તારી હારે કાંઈ ખોટું નથી કર્યું. મારી પાસે બી હક છે કે હું ફ્લાવર્સ વેચું અને મારા માટે કમાઉં તાકી હું રાતના કાંઈક ખાઈ શકું. Okay, that is my right. So this is the conversation that has happened. The note taker. There. Who is hurting you, silly girl? What do you take of me? The bystander. It's all right. He is a gentleman. Look at his boots. She thought you was a copperknark, sir. What's a copperknark? It's copperknark, as you might say. What else would you call it? A sort of an informer. I take the flower girl. I take my Bible oath. I never said a word. The note taker. Oh, shut up. Do I look like a policeman? So what happens is, this person who is writing the note, okay, the person who is making the notes, looks at the girl and says, what are you talking about, silly girl? Okay, what is the matter with you? Why are you shouting? The same person who is writing down things, who looks like a detective. So there is this another person who is standing over there, who says he tells the flower girl, don't worry, he looks like a gentleman because he is wearing good shoes. Now there is always a saying that a person who wears a good shoe is a good gentleman. Okay, that was the saying that was there in olden times, that a person who wore good shoes, or a man who wore really high quality shoes, which showed that that person belonged to high class and that that person was very educated and that person was a gentleman. Okay, so the saying goes like, you always judge a man by the shoes they wear. Okay, so that was the kind of a thing where this random person tells the flower girl, you don't worry, this gentleman, he is a gentleman because he is wearing good shoes and it looks like he is a copperknark. So the person who is writing the note is asking, what is a copperknark? So the random person tells this note taker that it means you are an informer. Informer એટલે ખબરી. Okay, so it looks like you are an informer. So this note taker says ki I am not any informer. I don't even work for the police. Okay, this is what the person says. So હવે શું થાય છે કે ફ્લાવર ગર્લ એ ઓલાને બહાર આવે છે ઓલા ક્રાઉડમાંથી અને એમ કહે છે ઓલા જેન્ટલમેનને કે ભાઈ તું બધાને કહે કે હું આવી કેરેક્ટરની નથી ને વોટ એવર. પછી ઓલો જે નોટ ટેકર હોય છે, જે બધી વસ્તુ લખતો હોય છે, એ એમ કહે છે કે સિલી ગર્લ, તારી યારે શું પ્રોબ્લેમ છે? તું શું ક્યારની બોલતી જા છો? તને કંઈ ખબર બી છે? તો ઓલો જે રેન્ડમ પર્સન હતો ને, એ ઓલી ફ્લાવર ગર્લને એમ કહે છે કે તું ચિંતા ન કર, આ પર્સન જેન્ટલમેન છે કેમ કે તું એના શૂઝ જો, એ બહુ સારી ક્વોલિટીના શૂઝ એને પહેર્યા છે. દેટ શોઝ કે ધીસ પર્સન ઇઝ ફ્રોમ અ રિચ ક્લાસ એન્ડ ધીસ પર્સન ઇઝ અ જેન્ટલમેન અને ઇટ લુક્સ લાઈક હી ઇઝ અ કોપરનાર્ક. સો જે નોટ ટેકર હોય છે એ પૂછે છે કોપરનાર્ક એટલે શું? તો ઓલો કહે છે ઇટ્સ લાઈક એન ઇન્ફોર્મર ઓર અ ખબરી. તો પછી ઓલો એમ કહે છે કે ના, હું કોઈ પોલીસ હાટું કામ નથી કરતો, હું જસ્ટ અહીંયા બેઠો બેઠો નોટ્સ લખું છું. ઓકે, સો ધીસ ઇઝ ધ કોન્વર્ઝેશન. Flower girl, then what did you take down my words for? How do I know whether you took me down right? You just show me what you wrote for me. The note taker opens his book and holds it steadily under her nose. Through the pressure of the mob, trying to read it over his shoulder would upset a weaker man. What's that? That ain't a proper handwriting. I can't even read that. The note taker, I can. Cheer up, keeping it florid for the poor girl. Is it because I called him a captain? I meant no harm. Oh, sir, don't let him lay a charge on me again for a word like that. You charge? I make no charge. Really, sir, if you are a detective, you need not begin protecting me against the molestation by this young woman until I ask you. Anybody could see that the girl meant no harm. So now what happens is, this girl tells the note taker, show me what you have written. How do I know that whatever you have written about me is right or wrong? Or whatever words I spoke, whether you interpreted it right or wrong. So this note taker opens the book, shows the book to the girl, okay, and she can't read the handwriting because the handwriting is so bad. Plus the crowd that is around that girl is trying to read in the notebook what the man has written, but nobody can understand. So this poor girl tells the note taker that I have not done anything wrong, okay, and I have called that person a captain. And does that mean that calling another person a captain is a crime, or is it bad? Okay, and this poor girl tells that gentleman who is standing, okay, ola military man જેવો હતો she tells that military man, please make sure that this man doesn't press any charges against me or doesn't file a complaint against me. So this military man tells that note taker that, look, this girl did not molest me. Molest means this girl did not trouble me. This girl did not try to flirt with me. All she was trying to do was sell flowers, which means that she did not try to do any harm towards me. So there is, and everybody over here knows that. Okay. સો હવે ઓલી ફ્લાવર ગર્લ જે છે એ ઓલાને એમ કહે છે કે ભાઈ તું મને નોટબુક દેખાડ અને દેખાડ કે તે આની અંદર શું લખ્યું છે. તો ઓલો એને નોટબુક દેખાડે છે, પણ એની હેન્ડરાઇટિંગ બહુ ખરાબ હોય છે. પ્લસ વાહેથી ક્રાઉડ જે હોય છે એને પુશ કરતું હોય છે રીડ કરવા માટે કે નોટબુકની અંદર એક્ઝેક્ટલી શું લખેલું છે. એ પોઈન્ટ ઓફ ટાઈમ પર ઓલી ગર્લ એમ કહે છે કે મેં એને ખાલી કેપ્ટન કીધું હતું અને કોઈને કેપ્ટન કેવું ખરાબ નથી. પ્લસ એ ઓલા જેન્ટલમેન, ઓલા મિલિટરી મેનને એમ કહે છે કે તું આને કે મારી અગેન્સ્ટ કોઈ કમ્પ્લેન ન કરે બિકોઝ મેં કાંઈ ખોટું નથી કર્યું. તો ઓલો જે મિલિટરી મેન હતો એને બી એમ કીધું કે હા એ કાંઈ ખોટું નથી કર્યું, આ તો ખાલી ફ્લાવર્સ વેચવાની ટ્રાય કરતી હતી અને એને મારી હારે કોઈ બી બદતમીઝી નથી કરી. સો દેટ ઇઝ ધ સ્ટોરી ટિલ નાઉ. The bystanders generally, course they would. What business is it of yours? You mind your own affairs. He wants promotion, does he? Taking down people's world. Girl never said a word to him. What harm has she did? Nice thing a girl can't shelter from a rain without being insulted, etc., etc. The bystanders. He ain't a tech. He's blooming a busybody. That's what he is. I tell you, look at his boots. The note taker. And how are all you people down at seriously? The bystander. Who told you my people come from Chelsea? The note taker. Never mind. They did. How do you come up so far east? You were born in Lizen Grove. The flower girl. Oh, what harm is there in my leaving Lizen Grove? It wasn't fit for a pig to live in, and I had to pay 4 and 6 a week. Oh, boo-hoo, oh. The note taker. Live where you like, but stop that noise. So what happens is that all the people, all the crowd that is around over there, they start complaining and they start saying that it is not right for that note taker to make notes for this girl, because all she's trying to do is sell flowers. All she's trying to do is earn money for herself, and that is not wrong. So this note taker should not write everything down and not make that girl feel uncomfortable. Okay. After that, there is this random bystander who is there, okay, who tells that, you know, this person is earning a lot of money. This person is rich. Just look at the shoes he is wearing. The shoes that the note taker is wearing is very expensive, which shows that he is a very, very wealthy man and he earns a lot of money. Okay. So after that, this note taker tells this random man that I know you come from Chelsea. Okay. So this random man says that how do you know that I come from Chelsea? Okay. And this note taker, this person who is taking down notes, he tells this girl that I know you come from Lizen Grove. Okay. So the flower girl says, yeah, I come from Lizen Grove. What is wrong? So this note taker tells the girl that why do you come so far to sell flowers? You stay in Lizen Grove, so sell flowers in your area. Why are you coming so far to sell the flowers? So she says, it's my wish. I have to earn money every week to feed myself, to feed my family, and I can sell flowers wherever I want. There is no rule since I live in Lizen Grove, I have to sell flowers in that area only. Okay. So this is what the girl says. So now what happens is, all the crowd, obviously you know that they are supporting the girl. So over there, this other random guy who was there, he tells everyone that, look, this note taker is earning a lot of money because see the kind of shoes he is wearing. He's wearing a very expensive shoes, which means that whatever business he is in or whatever job he is doing, he is earning a lot of money from it. So this note taker looks at that random guy and says that I know you come from Chelsea. So this random man says that, so what if you know that I come from Chelsea? Then this note taker looks at the flower girl. એટલે flower girl સામું જોવે છે અને એમ કહે છે કે મને ખબર છે તું લિઝન ગ્રોવથી આવે છો, તો તારે ફ્લાવર્સ વેચવા માટે લિઝન ગ્રોવથી ઠેઠ અહીંયા સુધી આવવાની શું જરૂર છે? તું લિઝન ગ્રોવમાં તે તારા ફ્લાવર્સ વેચ ને. તો ઓલી ગર્લ એમ કહે છે કે તે લિઝન ગ્રોવની હાલત જોઈ છે, બહુ જ ખરાબ હાલત છે, બહુ જ પુઅર જગ્યા છે. હું અહીંયા શું કરવા મારા ફ્લાવર્સ વેચું? અને મારે મારી ઇન્કમ કમાવાની હોય તો હું એ પૈસા કમાવા માટે ગમે ત્યાં જઈ શકું અને ગમે ત્યાં ફ્લાવર્સ વેચી શકું. હુ આર યુ ટુ ટેલ મી વેર ટુ સેલ ધ ફ્લાવર્સ? The gentleman, come on, he can't touch you. You have the right to live where you please. The sarcastic bystander. Park Lane, for instance. I would like to go into the housing question with you. I would. The flower girl. I am a good girl, I am. The sarcastic bystander. Do you know where I come from? The note taker. Huxton. The sarcastic one. Well, who said I didn't? Blimey, you know everything you do. The flower girl. Ain't no call to meddle with me, he ain't. The bystander. Of course he ain't. Do you stand it from him? See here. What call have you known about people whatever offered to meddle with you? Where is your warrant? Several bystanders. Yes, where's your warrant? The flower girl. Let him say what he likes. I don't have no truck with him. So now what happens is that this gentleman, the just military gentleman who was there, he supports the girl and he says, look, you can live where you like, you can sell flowers where you like, nobody can tell you what to do. કોઈ તને કાંઈ કહી શકે નથી, કોઈ પાસે એટલો હક નથી. તારે જ્યાં રહેવું હોય તું ત્યાં રહી શક, તું તારે જ્યાં ફ્લાવર્સ વેચવા હોય ત્યાં તું ફ્લાવર્સ વેચી શક. તો ત્યાં એક ઓર બાયસ્ટેન્ડર હતો, બીજો એક રેન્ડમ મેન હતો. એ આ નોટ ટેકર સામે જોવે છે અને એમ કહે છે કે તને બધા લોકોની ખબર છે, હાલ તું મને કે હું ક્યાંથી આવ્યો છું, ટેલ મી વેર આઈ એમ ફ્રોમ. So this note taker or this person says, I know you are from Huxton. So he says, yeah, that I am from Huxton. And how is it that you know everything about everyone? And they all start questioning him, saying that you are not a police officer, you don't have a warrant, you don't have any right. Okay, so you have no right to collect information about people like that because you are not in police, you don't have any warrant, so you can't go around collecting information about the people who are around. So at this point of time the girl says that I don't care because nobody messes with me. This is what the flower girl says. Nobody is going to meddle with me, nobody is going to mess up with me, so I really don't care what this note taker is writing in his notes, and I really don't have anything else to say to this man. And let him say whatever he likes. The bystander. You take us for the dirt under your feet, don't you? Catch you taking the liberties with a gentleman. Yes, tell him where he comes from if you want to go fortune telling. The note taker. Catchleham, Harrow, Cambridge and India. Quite right. May I ask, sir, do you do this for living? Do you do this for living at a music hall? The note taker. I thought of that. Perhaps I shall someday. The rain has stopped and the person on the outside of the crowd begins to drop off. The flower girl with a poor girl. The daughter. The gentleman who politely retires to the other side of the pillar. What on earth is Freddy doing? I shall get pneumonia if I stay in drought any longer. So now what happens is everybody now starts asking the note taker, tell me where I am from, tell me where I am from. So the note taker says, okay, you are from Cambridge, you are from India, you are from this. So he is going around and telling everyone that you belong to this place, this place, this place. And there's this one man who asks the note taker that, do you do this for living? Collecting information about people, do you do this for living? So this man says, I know this question was going to come, that whether I do this for living or not, and right now the rain has stopped, so I'm going to go back. So everybody feels bad for the poor girl. The situation becomes okay. The daughter tells the mother, look, the rain has stopped, where is Freddy? Why hasn't he got the taxi till now? If I stand here in rain, if I stand here for any longer, I will catch pneumonia. So this is the scene till now, this is the scenario till now that has happened. Okay, and I shall continue the rest tomorrow.